The classic game show, The Wheel of Fortune, is a make or break for a lot of people. Sometimes you can sit and watch and easily call out, hey, this is the word, or other times you are completely confused. You have no idea what's going on, and if you try to guess, you couldn't come up with a good guess. But the more you stare at it, you figure out, hey, duh, that's the answer. And the New England Patriots are about to reach that moment. Let's talk about it. You guys know my name is Aaron. On the daily, pushing out Patriots content to people just like you who can't get enough Patriots football, even in the middle of February. So do me a favor, if you would. I know you can. Hit the subscribe button. Mean the world to me as usual. Hit that that like button. That helps me out a ton. As well, comment below. Question of the day, what's your favorite game show? No, that's super stupid. I don't care. If you want to answer, great. If not, comment about something else. But let's jump into it. First and foremost, Bill Simmons has come out and says this is what the Patriots need to do. And as I look into this, and as I've analyzed other videos that I've done, what I've talked about, what I've looked into, I think this is the best bet for the Patriots. And talking about looking at that Wheel of Fortune, when you're looking at the board, and sometimes you just got to look and look and look and it finally clicks. I think that is going to happen for the New England Patriots if it hasn't already happened. And what I'm trying to say is they have some safe bets staring them right in the face. The question is, will they pull the trigger on those? And I think more and more as they're making their list and as the combine happens and as they move into the NFL draft, they are going to have a secure, smart list of, hey, this is what we need to do. And I think the smartest thing they should do with that 4th overall pick is look defense. Now, I know a lot of you have commented and said, Aaron, offensive line. Yes, I don't disagree. But again, let's talk it over. If you can get, if there was an offensive lineman that was, again, I'm going to use the name Penei Sewell. Penei Sewell, when he came out of the draft, a lot of people said of everyone in this draft, he is the best. He's the blue chip player in this draft. And if he is draft or wherever he goes, he will be most likely a Hall of Famer. And as of right now, he is proving himself as such. Now, if you look at this draft, the big name players, best edge rusher, Abdul Carter, best cornerback, a lot of people would say Will Johnson, Travis Hunter, most versatile player, defensive tackle, Mason Graham. And so for the New England Patriots, they are going to be able to get an offensive lineman. They are going to be able to get a good offensive lineman. The big question is this: is there going to be a massive difference between someone like Will Campbell and someone like Connerly, who's going to be dropping most likely the bottom of the first, if not the beginning of the second round? Again, a lot of people have said this offensive tackle class, there isn't anyone that is truly a massive step or a massive tier above everyone else, but it is a pretty deep class. So if that is the case, and I'm going to be very confident that the Patriots are probably going to address offensive tackle, offensive line in free agency as well. But the big thing is, why not really focus on, here we go, defense? Again, 2 blue chip players in Abdul Carter and Mason Graham. And there's a situation where no matter what, you're going to be able to get one of them. So best case scenario, and we've talked about this exact one, is 1 and 2, you see quarterbacks taken. Again, you'll hear me say it this time. You'll hear me say it probably 100 more times. Shedeur Sanders, in my opinion, is going to drop. I think it's going to be a situation like Malik Willis, when a lot of people thought, oh, Malik Willis, he's going to go pretty early. We'll see what happens. And he ends up dropping like a absolute stone. Bad, rough. It was embarrassing to watch. But if that is the case, Hunter would most likely go to the New York Giants. I would be surprised if Carter went there based on needs. And then the Patriots would be in line to get Carter. Again, edge rusher is a need. Is it the top need for the Patriots? No, not necessarily. But again, there's potential to get great offensive tackles a little in that second round, even if they try to trade up from that second round pick back into the first round. Who the heck knows what will happen? But then as well, another situation, you got Ward, Hunter, Carter. I also think personally it's a possibility that Carter, and I've said this also before, that Carter goes first to the Tennessee Titans, because I do believe, and based on what a lot of analysts, what a lot of scouts, what a lot of people are saying, is Abdul Carter is the best player in this draft. And so Ward, Hunter, Carter, that leaves New England in a spot where it's like, okay, do we go with Will Campbell? Again, offensive tackle. Do we go with Mason Graham at the 4th spot? Do we go with McMillan? And in here, again, you still have Shedeur Sanders available. So is that something where someone could trade up to try to get him? Again, we understand there are a lot of teams that are in need of a quarterback. Again, that is why the New England Patriots are a step above, I think, in this rebuild process, where they have their quarterback, they have their guy. A lot of these other teams, man, they're still trying to figure a lot of things out. So for the Patriots, that's one thing, again, that I think will help spur them on and give them that potential to be a wild card team this next upcoming season. Again, some of you might think I'm crazy. I don't really care. But that being said, I think Bill Simmons puts it well here. If they have the ability to get one of the 2 best defensive players in this draft that are clearly a step above the rest, why wouldn't they do that? So comment below, tell me what you think. Do you think that Abdul Carter, or here, I got a sneeze coming. Hold on. Oh, it's gone. Is Abdul Carter, man, now it's coming back. Woo! Excuse me. Thank you. Appreciate it. I want Abdul Carter or Mason Graham, top tier above the rest. Who do you want? Are you set in stone right now that it needs to be an offensive lineman? Some of you are. Tell me why, when it comes to if we have a possibility to get, and it'll very likely, again, it's staring us right in the face. There's a lot of different situations, unless Mason Graham really just skyrockets up the list, which is a possibility. Who knows? One of those two seems like a no-brainer to me. What do you say? Let's hear from you. Next, Patriots have some interesting decisions to make before the NFL draft. That comes to trades. First and foremost, this is one we've talked about a lot. Joe Milton. I'm hit or miss. Again, we got him cheap. Great second string quarterback. If someone comes calling and says, hey, we really want Joe Milton, listen, you show us the money. Show us the money. As simple as that. You get some draft assets and hand off Joe Milton. See you later. Peace out. We'll take it. Or as well, other players, add him in a trade for someone. Who the heck knows? I don't care. I think it's even a situation where it's like, all right, if we get rid of Joe Milton, you can sign Jacoby Brissett on a minimum, on a veteran minimum. So why not? Again, so Joe Milton, I think it depends on the situation. Kendrick Bourne is interesting because I've seen things that have said put him in a trade for Deebo Samuel because he has that experience with the 49ers. Again, I'm not too sold on trades at this point unless people come calling for someone and it's too good to pass down. Again, I talk about the Luka trade for Anthony Davis and that whole debacle. But if there's something that's just too good to be true, yes. But if not, a lot of times the 49ers aren't going to let go of Deebo unless it is a great opportunity for them. As well, Cooper Kupp, I think you're going to have a lot of teams that are contenders that are going to go after him. Again, I think the Lions, I think the Commanders are a lot of possibilities. I have seen that the Patriots are in the ring, but again, what are they going to want for someone like Cooper Kupp? But Kendrick Bourne, again, if someone comes calling, yes, I don't think Kendrick Bourne is the future number one for this franchise. So I have no issue trading with him or trading him out, especially if it is to acquire more draft capital. And again, there are young receivers on this team that hopefully can pan out, but we will see moving forward. Again, there is going to be someone they bring in that will be the number one receiver. I would be incredibly surprised if it was Kendrick Bourne. I highly doubt it. Last but not least, trading a high draft pick for a veteran. No, that's stupid. Do not do that. Absolutely do not do that. That would not be worth it. Do not trade away that 4th overall pick. That would be dumb. Next up, Twitter, I thought this was hilarious. So franchise tagging starts tomorrow. Here's the complete list of Patriots free agents who might receive a tag. Notice there is no one on the list because no one deserves to get tagged by the Patriots. But I did find this interesting. You scroll down and there are some teams. So Ronnie Stanley, who people have talked about potentially the Patriots trying to snag in free agency as an offensive tackle, as well as T. Higgins. Now, again, they have to be the ones who sign these franchise tag contracts. Now, T. Higgins, they project will get a lot more money outside of signing that franchise tag, so we'll see what happens. But again, nothing crazy. Stephon Diggs, nope, don't want to touch him. Trey Smith would be interesting. He's going to want a lot of money. Alec Jackson, another one that we have talked about. Sam Darnold, this is a domino effect one. What happens to Sam Darnold, I think, will affect this draft when it comes to quarterbacks. I think he is going to be sought after, seeing his kind of resurrection with the Vikings and their whole situation with J.J. McCarthy. So I am really curious to see what the Vikings are going to do because, again, Sam Darnold did well up until the end of the season. J.J. McCarthy is a young, great quarterback, and we see that draft class, and those quarterbacks can ball out. So we'll see moving forward because that could affect what happens if people try to trade up for Ward or Sanders. And then Zach Bond, who's the linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles, had the pick in the Super Bowl. And so, again, that he would be a great asset. Again, he is going to want a lot of money, $27 million. That would be the tag. But I think it's possible that he gets more money. And then we can continue down, and there is not much else left. So that being said, what do you guys think? Do you think that first round should pretty much guarantee get a defensive player, get Abdul Carter, get Mason Graham? What says you? Comment below. Anything we talked about, comment below. Favorite show, game show, Price is Right, Bob Barker. I'm going to say it. When I was a kid, sick from school, watched it all the time. So my name's Aaron. That was random. That was literally out of pocket. But my name's Aaron. Hit that subscribe button on your way out. We'll talk later. Peace.